Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The phonology definition linguistic provides is the study of speech, sounds, and manual units, how they change in different contexts within and among language. Phonology impacts vocal language in many different ways. For example, it can help explain why certain words from that appear to be different are actually related, like the words happy and happiness. Phonology also tells us which sound combinations are acceptable to form words in a language and how different languages use different meaningful sounds. In general, phonology helps us to better understand how speech sound can be used express meaning within one specific language or across multiple languages.
Because of its organizational nature, phonology even plays a role in sign language, a manual language that does not rely on speech sounds. In terms of sign language, the phonology meaning extends to physical action used to communicate, such as the movement of one hands, arms, and face, and how the movement changes the meaning of words. First is assimilation. Assimilation is the process of changing one feature of sound to make it similar to another. This rule can be applied to the English plural system. Dissimilation is the process of changing one feature of sounds to make it different. This type of rule makes two sounds more distinguishable. It can help non-native speaker to pronounce words. Insertion is the process of adding an extra sound between two others. For example, we usually insert a voiceless stop between a nasal and voiceless fricative to make it easier for English speaker to pronounce a word. Dilation is the process of not pronouncing a sounds like consonant, vowel, or vowel syllables present in a word or phrase to make it easier to say.
Morphology is a branch of linguistics that involves the study of the grammatical structure of words and how words are formed and varied within the lexicon of any given language. Morphology study the relationship between morphemes, referring to the smallest meaningful unit in a word, and how these units can be arranged to create new words and or new forms of the same word. A morpheme is the smallest meaningful unit of a word. There's two form meaning can take functional meaning and content meaning.
Bone morphemes cannot stand on their own and do not have content meaning, but do, however, hold functional meaning. Affixes are examples of bone morphemes and include suffix and prefix. Free morphemes are considered to be base words in linguistics. Base words that can stand alone, like book, are known as free bases, while bond bases, including Latin words like check, are not individual words in English. Must be free morphemes can be modified by affixes to form complex words. Combining two free morphemes creates a compound word like mailbox, while free morphemes modified by affix are complex words like runner.
In linguistics, syntax refers to the rules that govern the ways in which words combine to phrases, clauses, and sentences. Syntax is one of the major components of grammar. It's the concept that enables people to know how to start a question with a question word. What is that? Or that adjectives generally come before the nouns they describe, like green chair. Native speakers can tell something isn't said quite right because it sounds weird, even if they can detail the exact grammar rule that makes something sounds off to the ear. Types of sentences of their syntax modes include simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences, and compound complex sentences. Compound sentences are two simple sentences joined by conjunction. Complex sentences have dependent clauses, and compound complex sentences have both types included.
The structure is simple sentence, subject, verb, compound sentence, subject, verb, object, conjunction, subject, verb, complex sentence, dependent clause, subject, verb, object, compound complex sentence, verb clauses, dependent and independent.
The study of semantics is the study of how language and its different phases create meaning. The language analyzed in semantics can include natural language one that occur and evolve naturally, such English, Farsi, or French, and artificial language.
There are 7 types of linguistic semantics: cognitive, computation, conceptual, cross-cultural, formal, lexical, and truth conditional. Cognitive semantics. This focuses on language through the lens of general human cognitive abilities. Computational semantics. This utilizes algorithm and architecture to explore how linguistic meaning is processed. Conceptual semantics. This analyzes the conceptual elements that allow people to understand words and sentences. Conceptual semantics includes analysis of both the denotative meaning of words as well as the connective meaning added by associated layer of emotion, thought, and experiences which human connect to language. Cross-cultural semantics. This explores whether words have universal meanings and what differences and similarities translate between one language or culture to another. Formal semantics. This branch of semantics utilizes symbolic logic, philosophy, and mathematics to produce theories of meanings for natural and artificial language. Lexical semantics. This focuses on the meaning of words and how meaning is created through context. Lexical semantics also often involves breaking down individual lines of text to study root words, nouns, verbs, adjectives, idioms, and how they are arranged. Third, conditional semantics. This is a formalized theory to associate its sentence of natural language with a meta language conditional under which it's true.
Is the all of my video. I hope you enjoy to watch it and see you next time. Bye bye.